Hey everybody, what's going on? Let's finish this race right now! Today on Let's Play Gran Turismo 2. I've been wanting to do this all morning, and now I'm going to put my plan into action, because we've only got 11 laps to go, and college football is on today, which means that within the next hour and 15 minutes I'm going to be watching some Oregon Ducks football, so after that starts, man, I'm pretty much done for the day. Whoa, where did this guy come from? I do not remember him being, 1 inch away from me at the beginning of this. It's either that or maybe just that green square was like overlapped on top of mine, so I couldn't see it initially. But yeah, so as soon as the Ducks game starts, I'm going to be out of commission for the remainder of the, well, not for the remainder of the day, but at least for a nice portion of it, because when it hits Saturday and all the good games start going, then I am captivated by it. I might take a break at some point to make some more videos, but at the very least I wanted to get this done, because this is kind of the big crucial part of the day for me, is I really wanted to get the last endurance race out of the way so that we never have to deal with one ever again. Oh yeah. You know what I realized the other day? And I don't know whether I talked about this or not. I know that I mentioned it on Twitter and on my Facebook page, but do you guys realize that I started up this series back in January? That's how long we've been playing this game. We've literally been playing for almost a full year of this. We've been going, it's been that long. It's so crazy. I went back, I was talking to somebody the other day, and they were asking me, they're like, yeah, man, you've been playing Gran Turismo for a long time. Like, how long has that series actually gone on for? And when I thought about it, I was like, you know what? I have no idea. And I was sitting there thinking, I was like, well, when I did Super Mario Galaxy 2, that thing went on for quite a while, and that was only like, I think that was only like 70 episodes. It was like 72 episodes or something like that. I don't remember the exact number. And that, I think, was like, it was like a 9-month thing. Like that in itself was a long time. But then I was like, well, it's got to be longer than that, I think. I don't know. And so I went and I looked at it, and my first episode was on like January 6th or something like that. And I was like, oh my god! I mean, it makes sense, because we're sitting on almost 130 episodes of this, so it's not like it's a crazy thing to think about when we've done, 50 plus more episodes of this than we did our previous longest one. So it's insane, man, to think that we've spent a full year almost on this game. Like, we may actually end up doing a full year. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think that there's actually enough content left in the game that it should take me another 2 months or, 1.75 months to get this thing done, but that's so nuts. I never thought that I'd end up playing a game that took me this long to complete. I knew I was getting myself into something pretty wild with this from the get-go. I knew it was going to be a long time before we got it done, but I was ready for that. I don't know if you guys are ready for that or not, but I was. Oh, yes. Oh, I need to take a shower because I am freezing up something horrible right now. I slept with my window open last night, which was immediately the stupidest thing that I've done this week. I've done some stupid things, but at least some of them paid off. But that one definitely did not, because it got down to like 34 degrees last night, and that was not a very good idea, especially considering that I was stubborn enough over the course of the entire evening to not get under my blankets. Okay, I take that back. I got under one. But it was like just like a little throw blanket. It wasn't anything, it wasn't like an actual comforter. So I feel kind of dumb for having not, but I was like super comfortable, and I didn't even think about it. It was like one of those subconscious things where once you're already kind of asleep, even if you're uncomfortable, like, you don't do anything about it. Like, I could have easily gotten up and walked across the room and closed my window and have been fine after like 4:30 in the morning. But oh no. The little bit of warmth that I had, I was just clinging to that. I was like, no, I don't want to get out of bed, because as soon as I get out of bed, I'm going to be cold. Then I'm going to have to spend another 20 minutes, like, trying to, re-warm up my body temperature. And it was just not happening. I wasn't gonna let it be that way. I hate when you get stubborn about stuff like that. I'm sure somebody else knows what I'm talking about. Where when you get into bed and you're comfortable and or you're warm, no matter what the problem is, like, even if you have to pee, you will not get out of bed Like, you will milk that moment for all it's worth until you're at, like, the absolute breaking point that you can't take it anymore. That's what I do all the time. Like, when I have to go to work in the morning, I absolutely refuse to get out of bed until the absolute last moment. Or I'll even get out of bed and go and, like, brush my teeth and get ready for work, and then if I see that I've got, like, you know, maybe 2 or 3 extra minutes to work with, then I'll go and, like, curl up into bed again, like, fully clothed and everything. Not the shoes, though. I hate when people pass out in their bed with still wearing shoes. It's like, God, it's so awkward. It's the weirdest thing. I hate it. But I will sit there and I will milk the extra 2 or 3 minutes out of that because it's like the most comfortable thing. And that also kind of pisses me off. You'll spend an entire night trying to get comfortable, and then the only time that you're, like, actually truly comfortable are the last, like, 20 minutes of your sleep before you have to get up and do something else. It's like it's like your brain knows what's coming up, and so all of a sudden you hit that comfortable spot and you're like, dude, I know what's going on. I know where I have to be, but I don't want to be there. Come on, baby. Oh no. Oh no. That was a sloppy turn. I mean, it's kind of cool that we're going to have this little mini battle with this Castrol GTX Supra for the rest of the way. I love having a little bit of competition, because I haven't really had any for the entire duration of the race. I had that one little tiny area where when I spun out 500 million times that I lost my position, but for the most part, I've had this well in hand for a long time. I just think it's cool that I've got this guy here. I don't even know what place this other car is in, but it's kind of nifty that, you know, he's at least making me work for it a little bit. It's not just, you know, I mean, it's not like it really matters. I mean, if he goes ahead of me, he goes ahead of me. I don't really care because he's not in second place. But it kind of, I don't know. I like making little competitions out of it. I like giving myself a little bit of a challenge. I absolutely loathe being passed by other cars in racing games. I don't care if it's the second place guy or any guy, even if I'm lapping people. I hate being passed by cars. It's just, you're just like, I'm not doing good enough to make sure that I'm slamming everybody into the ground. No! Oh, damn it. God, stop peeling out. Just get a hold of yourself for a second. Good God. By the way, Kansas is totally going to win a game for once. They're going to win a conference game for the first time in like 2 years. There is a God! Yeah! I absolutely don't care about Kansas whatsoever, but you kind of take pity on teams like that. Like for, I think California is like one of the worst teams in all of football, and I feel so bad for those guys. I mean, I don't like California for any reason whatsoever, but I have like this biggest sense of absolute pity for them because they're just like getting destroyed in all of their games, and I think like 60% of their team has injuries, and so it just like it makes you want them to win like super bad. Like Oregon's already played against them, so I have like zero vested interest in like wanting them to win against anybody important. I just want them to beat somebody. Just so like they can have the satisfaction of not having lost every single game this year outside of beating a Division II school, because that's got to be the worst, man. Like you get kind of like lofty expectations for your team, and they just go fall flat on their face every single game. Like they had a couple where they had a chance to win, but then they just blew it. And so now for the rest of the season, I'm just like I'm pulling for them just to do something. Just to, you know, have one miraculous game of being able to put it all together and not totally sucking a dick for an entire span of 60 minutes of game time. Come on! Take it back, you slow piece of crap! Okay, maybe not. He's not going to do it. He's not going to do it. He went against my wishes. He just did. 4 laps remaining. Can we put it together and get a nice big sum of money? And probably another prize car that I don't know what it's going to be, but it'll be something that we can sell for money. Because believe it or not, we actually are starting to run a little bit low there. Oh yes. Oh my god, my tires are starting to get bad again. I can't... If there's one thing I'm looking forward to at the end of this game is never having to hear this song again. Never again. Except for, actually I take that back, there's one other place that I hear this song. I hear it on ESPN every once in a while when they're doing college football stuff. And they have like, how radio shows always have that background music that they're playing and stuff when they're talking about things. They play this song for, I don't know why they would do that. I don't know what sadistic human being in their music department thought, hey, I got a great song to play in the background while you guys are talking about football. Let's play this song, because you know everybody's gonna enjoy it. Except for nobody enjoys it. Not a single man or woman or alien or, you know, hominid type of species would be able to enjoy this song, because it sucks. It's terrible. You know what I was thinking too? I've been kind of speculating on a whole bunch of things lately. You remember how a couple months ago I was talking about doing that creepypasta series? And I never really pulled the trigger on that, even though I totally lied to you guys like 3 times and said that I was going to do that. I think that I'm actually going to... I'm gonna reboot that idea. So I started getting into watching creepypasta stuff again, and I think that I'm gonna be able to kind of pull the trigger on that and start going. I don't know the exact day yet, but I really do intend on starting to do that. So I started watching some more, and I kept thinking to myself, dude, yes, that was my reasoning right there. No, I was thinking to myself, man, I really need to do that. It looks like so much fun, and I really love, you know, doing narrative type things. So I think that at some point before the end of the year, I am going to begin that series. I don't know how often I'm gonna... Whoa! I don't know how often I'm gonna do them. I think that might have been the guy that was in second place. I mean, he's obviously not anymore, because this awesome Nissan Skyline decided he was gonna be a total dick about it, and, you know, give him the old pit maneuver and tell him, hey, I got an idea, you're not going to be in the second place anymore. Or whatever place it was that they were in, I don't even know. 1 lap remaining. Or the San Francisco Rush guy. Final lap. Oh, crap. Don't spin out. How about no, Scott? But yeah, I think it's gonna be pretty sweet. I don't know if I'm gonna focus it all on gaming or not, because there are a lot of really cool creepypastas that are not gaming related. But I mean, this is a gaming channel though, so I probably should keep it gaming related, but I don't know. Like, they've made gaming creepypastas out of non-gaming scenarios. Like Slender Man. I mean, that's not a gaming related creepypasta at all, but they turned it into a game because of how awesome it was. And so now, by default, it actually is a gaming creepypasta, so I don't know. I think I'll have to look around. There's so many of them to choose from, and I don't know whether I want to do like ones that are horrifyingly shitty, or if I actually want to do ones that are good. That's the thing. It kind of throws me off in that sense. Like, I kind of want to do some that are actually of good quality, because I like the actual horror value that comes out of it. But I don't know. I want to do something. I just want to do something with that. I love horror stuff way too much to not want to dive into that a little bit. Especially with some of the other ones that I've been coming across lately. There's a guy out there, I think his username is Mr. Creepypasta, and he does kind of that similar narrative type of thing where he tries to, you know, he brings like actual shock value. He does more than like just read it off the internet. Like, he actually tries to make it seem like a real scenario. Like, he'll actually make it sound like a short story instead of just being like, hey, I'm going to describe this just by reading all the text. He actually does it more like he's actually reading a book. And he's like trying to, give some life to it by, using special voices and stuff for it, and actually putting emotion into what he's saying. That's what I like about it. But I do like the effects of people, kind of trashing on him, making them, like, taking the ones that are just super god-awful and having fun with it and just totally dissecting it and making it sound like the worst thing in the world. Because there are some out there that are just fucking stupid. And I've heard some before, and I would have dissected it the same way they did it. Okay, so that Calsonic Skyline was the one. It was way back there. So that Supra, that was in third. So actually everybody kind of held in there pretty well. I only lapped people once, as it appears. So that Mugen NSX, huh? So wait, that Unesia one, that's not the blue one. The Zexel Skyline's the blue one. Unesia one, I think is. Oh, it's that red one. Okay. Yeah, I was like, I'm trying to remember which one it is. I've had all of those cars at one point or another, so I don't know why I couldn't think of it, or think of which one it was. By the way, I don't know if it just hit you guys, but we won! We finally did what could not be done, even though it's totally been done before. Yeah! How awesome is that? I'm so excited. Oh shit, I'm not excited anymore. Well, I mean I am, but. Dude, I gotta deal with this Etronics Mart shit again. I gotta go on the internet and see if maybe they sent out my order today, which I know that they did, and I don't even know why I even bother thinking. Hey, look at that! The old Celica rally car. I think we were looking to try to get that at one point, way back a long time ago, but we never got it. So, no sense crying over spilt rally cars, or whatever. What's our percentage at now? Look at that, a modest 80. We are 4/5 of the way done, my friends. So, we are out of time for this episode. But when we come back, the final stretch begins. We have races in North City left to do. We have races in East City left to do. I don't remember which ones, but there are some in there. So, those are the only things left to go in this game, my friends. When we come back, we don't have any extra license stuff left, do we? I don't think so, because we already did this thing. Yeah, and we got a gold in there. I remember that. That was cool. So yes, when we come back, we are going to jump into North City and start chipping away at what is left. I don't know what make and model we're going to do just yet, but we'll figure it out. So this is your host AMF 1534 saying thank you guys for watching. I'm so glad that endurance race is out of the way, and we will have some fun next time. Take care, everybody. Goodbye.